Jeff, thanks so much for joining us.
Happy to be here.
I'm excited to talk to you because we're going to talk about Agero, which is a pioneer of the driver assistance industry. So, what does that mean?
It means helping people out when they're having their worst days. Think of that person who's driving to work or driving to the hospital and they've some incident there in their car. They break down, they get into an accident. What do? We're here to help them. And that's what we do. Every 3 seconds, we're helping someone on the side of the road in a really bad event. And it really inspires all of our folks.
Yeah, and Agero is one of these companies that people probably use the platform, yet maybe not aware of it because it's B2B to C. So, talk about the business and what you guys actually do.
Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, look, we're fundamentally a technology business that connects consumers with the help that they need. But we are a B2B business, so consumers typically don't know our brand. We work with some of the biggest brands in the industry, whether it's the big insurance carriers like State Farm and Progressive and USA, or the automakers, Volkswagen, Porsche, Ford, Stellantis, Chrysler. So a lot of those big names that people certainly know of, but we're the technology that's behind the scenes that's connecting those consumers through those big brands to the help that they need.
Now, the other thing is scale. Agero operates at a very large scale. I was doing some homework before our conversation, and 115 million drivers are protected every year through the platform.
That's right. Yeah, part of what enables us to do so well is that we have the scale. We have all of these great consumers through these big clients that I mentioned. That creates a lot of volume for us. And in any technology matchmaking business, it's really a two-sided platform. You need a lot of supply and you need a lot of demand. By having all of those consumers, it creates a lot of volume that our technology can understand and learn from the data and constantly improve. And that's what allows us to provide the best service possible. Um, we service, as I said, about a customer every 3 seconds. And we've got a big board in our lobby showing all the real-time events that are going on across the country, and you can see the wave move as the sun rises in the east and all the events pop up and start to move across the country. It's fun to watch, and we survey every single customer after every event to find out what their experience was like. And I walk by the board and I see what our status is for the day. Always somewhere around 9.5 out of 10, somewhere in that range. So it's a pleasure to be one of the best providers in the business.
All right, so what's the latest at Agero? What do people need to know?
Yeah, so I think there's a couple great things about Jira. One, that we are helping people, right? And you see it in the commentary because we do those surveys. You see the feedback from those consumers and the thank yous and the help. Oh my God, I was having this horrible day. You came out and you rescued me. Thank you so much. And that really helps a lot. From the technology lens, though, you can imagine as a matchmaking platform, the ability to leverage data, the ability to leverage machine learning and some of the new AI techniques to really improve the outcomes, improve our efficiency, and really create dynamic environments. And what I mean by that is, look, because we're a B2B business, we have different clients with different client needs. If we're serving someone like a Bentley or a McLaren, that type of customer is looking for a different type of experience than someone who's calling maybe through their Progressive insurance. And the ability to tune the dials to say, okay, given the customer need that I'm trying to serve, how do I make sure that I'm meeting that customer expectation at different price points? And our technology really has the ability to do that, and AI empowers a lot of that.
Now, you're the chief operating officer at Agero, and you've been with the company for a good length of time. So, what's it like working there? What's the culture like?
It's one of the things that attracted me to Agero was the culture. We are a family-owned business, but not a family-run business. What I mean by that is, the business has been around for over 50 years and was started by a gentleman named Sid Walk, who unfortunately passed away back in the fall. But the family still owns the business, and they own a number of other businesses as well. But what that means is that we can invest in the future and the long-term success of the business. We are not a public company that's trying to deliver our quarterly numbers and impress the street. We are not a venture-backed business that's trying to meet a quick return. We are in it for the long haul, and we've been in it for the long haul. And we look at opportunities to invest for fundamental growth. in the business. And because of that, we've got a culture of people who are really oriented around how do we deliver the best experience for those consumers on the side of the road, and how do we make sure that we're investing for the long-term success of the business. And that creates just a culture where people are collaborative, they work together, they think about doing what's right, not what's necessary right now, but what's right for the business long term and what's right for our stakeholders, the consumers, the towing providers, our clients, our agents in the call centers. So we have a lot of stakeholders and we have to work together to make sure that all of the stakeholders are happy. And it creates a great culture of collaboration.
Regardless of market conditions, top tier talent, they always have different options in front of them. So why is now the ideal time to join Agero?
Yeah, so I think there's a number of things. One, from a technology perspective, we have gone through a journey over the last 5 years where we've really re-platformed the whole business, and we've got a new technology stack that we've just completed the migration on. And now that that's done, it really opens up a whole new world for us in the ability to leverage data that we never had before and leverage new capabilities within AI that we never had before. And so, from an innovation perspective, we've never been more innovative than before. So that's a lot of fun from a product perspective and an engineering perspective. It's a great time to be here. From an overall market perspective, the business has done very well over the last number of years, and we continue on a very strong trajectory. And it's fun to be part of a fast-growing, high-performing business where you can invest in the product and the technologies to make it even better going forward. So, our employee engagement scores, something that we survey all the time, are very high, probably some of the highest we've ever seen, because people love working in a dynamic environment. We're investing in the future, we're helping consumers out, and the business is doing well. So it's fun to be a part of it.
Well, if you are interested in exploring opportunities at Agero, you need to go to their company page on VentureFizz, which has all their job listings there. Go to venturefizz.com/Agero and you'll find the listings. Jeff, thanks so much for taking the time to walk us through all the details on the company.
Great, happy to do so. Thanks for having me.